Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS featuring Robotech, specifically episode 19, Bursting Point. After the events of last episode, it's safe to say that I am viewing this series in an entirely new light. All bets are off, anything's on the table, and thus I must view it as such. No longer do I even look at this as a Saturday morning cartoon. This is a story. It has no age restrictions on the audience it's perceiving to tell it to. So now, friends, we too must expand our own minds and accept anything that comes our way, which could be significant. But friends, before we do that, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted anytime we go live on YouTube. And of course, if you'd like any of the stories that we share early or in their full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. But all that's then. And this is now. This is the post-episode 18 world of Robotech, my friends. It's time to begin a whole new journey. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. Fanfare? It's very somber to come into this now, knowing that I mean, honestly, anybody can be killed in my mind. If Roy is the person that died, I sort of think, like a lot of you have said, it was almost like the mentor death trope, like the Obi-Wan dying, the Yoda dying type of thing. So, our hero can progress. Ramirez and Highlander, the hero's journey has to begin with the death of the mentor that taught him or brought him into the world. And so Roy Fokker was that. He was the catalyst for bringing Rick in. And so now it's really what does Roy's death do to Rick? But so that'll be a very interesting thing to see how quickly they resolve that, if they resolve that, how they address it with Rick. Everybody else, I'm sure Claudia is another one that's going to be so painful to watch. But excuse me. And the other thing that I have to mention is I'm so glad that the animation was so on point for last episode, because with the death of Roy, it would have sucked if it was kind of that kind of half-assed stuff that we had seen. But Farewell Big Brother, episode 18 was by far the best episode of Robotech, both story-wise and animation. And for story, I love Bye Bye Mars. I thought that was great, but boy, the last one really blew it away. Great set pieces, great scenes, amazing stuff.
NAC ground control to SDF-1 bridge. Come in immediately.
Look at the size of that damn thing, man. Weren't they supposed to be like incognito because of the 70,000 inside?
This is an emergency. We must maintain a low altitude holding pattern while we are detaining a civilian population of 56,000 people.
56,000 people? We've lost 14,000. You guys said not to listen to the numbers, but wow.
Our gravity control system is not perfected and all of these civilians are in jeopardy.
Captain Gloval, I'm telling you, you must leave this area at once. You have your orders.
I will not rest until those orders are changed.
SDF-1 is the symbol of strength for the United Earth Forces, and if anyone knew the captain was resisting orders, headquarters would lose face, right?
Yes, and there's the chance that our communication signal was being monitored.
Wow.
Changed their decision then, sir?
I'm sorry to say, probably not.
What?
Captain, I don't understand!
Yeah, you'll probably be replaced.
Maybe someone in the government was listening who can. And now you will disregard what I've said.
We really appreciate your confiding in us, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Captain.
Here's crew. Who's closer to Global on the SDF-1? Oh, boy. Oh, Claudia. She should really talk to Rick. Oh, my God, there they are. Oh, man, this is tough. Oh, Claudia. Take your time with this. I like this. Take your time. You all have said that, they didn't like silence in cartoons, and that's why everyone's always talking. But boy, we just saw why you need it.
Oh, I just had to get some fresh air, that's all. Besides, just staying in bed was starting to drive me crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, I hear Minmay singing.
That girl singing on the PA, that's your girlfriend, isn't it, Rick? Are you two still getting along?
Yes. At least as well as can be expected, I guess.
Really?
A lot of her time with her cousin, Lynn Kyle.
Kyle.
The new system really is more effective, isn't it?
Sure, Rick, it's much better than the pinpoint barrier system, but the problem is it can't keep operating over a long period of time.
Oh, okay, the new force field's got limits.
I hope that's a situation we never have to face.
Me too, Lisa. Me too.
Amazing conversation. Please have our guy grow up here. That was a really mature conversation. Oh, here's Kyle.
But I feel so tired and my head aches.
Huh? What's wrong? You're not acting like yourself.
Your bangs look different. My God.
Min-May? Min-May! Oh my! Min-May, can you hear what I'm saying to you?
Can you hear my bangs?
Look, sir, a secret crypto communication printout from the North American Ontario Quadrant.
The North American Ontario Quadrant? What could they want?
I don't know, but I think it was decoded to Sammy. Did you see
All
Sammy's
the
name?
civilians on STF-1. Captain, it's wonderful.
Really?
Well, we did it, didn't we?
Yeah, it's sort of called treason, but okay.
No! It can't be! Why have they ordered us not
My
to
guy.
attack the space fortress?
Anazonia.
Then this would be the ideal time! Destroy them now! While they're together!
Thank God we've got Chiron. Chiron actually rolls the action.
Commander, I have come here to request your permission to become a Micronian spy.
What?
Why should an excellent pilot like yourself want to become a Micronian spy? It just doesn't make sense.
Asonia, please, I have no choice.
Why? What's going on?
After all of my successes in battle, I have finally been defeated.
Oh, she views that as a defeat.
I must destroy that pilot. I must.
Also, she's not being a spy. She's going in to assassinate Max. Holy shit.
I was really lucky to be able to get it as my aircraft assignment. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Commander Fokker was always so proud of the fact he'd never been shot down. Me, a guy who was always being shot down. It's just pretty ironic, that's all.
Well, the Skull One's still gonna fly, buddy.
Yes, apparently the North American Ontario Quadrant will be accepting them, and the official announcement will be given tomorrow by Captain Glovo.
That's Min-May too, bud.
How would you like to come into town with Max and me for a little early celebration?
Yeah, besides, you could use the recreation, huh?
Well, guys, it sounds so good it'll be my treat.
What's happened to Rick? I mean, Roy's death has turned this guy... I don't know. I'm not looking at the same dude. Oh, Chiron's got it.
Till I approach the fortress and have the ECM in place before you follow and land your fleet.
ECM.
Intelligence reports indicate that the Microdians care a great deal for their miserable world. So if we bring the fight there, then the planet will be ours. Any questions?
Any questions?
Just carry out your orders and I'll take care of her after we return.
I mean, come on. Does Chiron even give a shit about the chain of command? I have mad respect for Chiron. That son of a bitch is always on the front lines. He loves battle, man. Just loves it.
Here you are, mister. One giant sirloin steak, medium rare.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Look at that steak.
Attention, all fighter pilots. Red alert. Red alert. This is not a drill.
Sounds like the real thing.
You bet it does, Max. Let's go.
Let's go, boys.
Man, move out.
Don't move, I'll be
Yep,
back.
you gotta leave that steak, buddy.
Well, big brother, looks like I've been elected to fill your shoes. I'm not looking forward to it.
You don't have to be the next Roy. You just have to be Rick.
Gonna take some getting used
Cool
to.
shot. I'm glad Rick's flying Skull One. That is awesome. Look at this. Woo! Slicker than snot
Well,
right
old buddy,
there. Oh,
this one's for you.
get up there and tear him up.
Number one, and we're moving out.
Roger.
Rick, I'm in your camp, bud. You've got me right now. Don't lose me. I'm with you. For the first time in this show, Rick, I am with you, buddy.
Leader, we're airborne.
There you
Did
go.
he
Come
say
on.
Skull Leader?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, Claudia.
Cutter, and he's taking over Commander Fokker's Skull One as of today.
Well, Roy would have liked that.
Good, good. I'm glad she viewed it like that and not like, oh my God, there's a ship.
Are both of you ready to get the job done now?
You bet we are, Lieutenant.
Ready for combat, sir.
Oh, let's fucking go, guys.
Keep your shields up.
Chiron's on the field.
Let's get them now.
Chiron is always on the field. I like the in-atmo attack craft instead of the battle pods.
Thanks, Ben. Watch this.
Come on, Rick. Go, buddy!
Hey, Skull Leader, that was mighty fine flying, but you gotta be more careful.
Ben, stop talking, bud.
Stay alert, big guy.
Better believe it.
Yeah, Ben, you're not Max, man. You gotta be, you gotta be drilled in. Focus, Max, or focus, Ben.
All ships are to proceed as planned and approach the planet.
Oh, Chiron's, he's just, you know,
Sir, image
the
on
hell,
radar
I'm going
becoming
in.
unstable.
Oh, I like it in her glasses.
If we put the new barrier system up, won't it in effect cancel out our old weapon
I
system?
understand the problem, but I must consider the safety of all personnel aboard.
Yeah, go defensive here. Let the Veritex take it.
Upset, but not with me. She's upset with Chiron for making a mess of the whole plan. But enough. Just deliver me to the Micronian ship.
I love those battle pods or whatever. They're obviously not pods, but those mechs are cool as shit.
Now prepare your attack, but don't open fire until I get there. I will obey.
I don't think I ever knew Grell's name. If they did mention it, I missed it. Chiron is absolutely I mean, I like Bretai, but Chiron is the best. Bad guy, he's the greatest.
Are you monitoring?
Yes, Lieutenant. Captain, aliens
So
inside.
arrogant.
Activate the new barrier immediately.
Engage the omnidirectional barrier.
The ODB.
What's going on? There's a large energy shield surrounding the
Oh,
Micronian
Chiron
ship.
on the bridge.
I don't care. Open fire now.
Boy, Chiron, I mean, they are here to capture the SDF-1, and he is trying to destroy it every chance he gets. You think that would pull him off the field or out of the arena? You know, they'd send him home.
It can't be.
The Omni barrier is a success, Captain.
Yes.
Is it holding, though? I mean, obviously, but...
In spite of the last attack, the barrier's still operational.
Ben, pay attention, bud.
Border all right.
It's an
Everybody pay attention.
Continue firing until I order you to cease.
Yeah, let's see how much it can take. That's what I'd do, too. Really cool. I love it.
And the enemy fleet has entered the yellow zone and continues the attack.
They won't stop coming until we're destroyed.
I like the zones, too.
Message, sir.
Captain Global, we've got a serious problem. The whole barrier system's overloading.
Oh, God. I knew that was going to happen. Chiron probably knew, too.
Captain Global wants you to know that as of this moment, the safety of every single person on this ship rests in your hands.
Oh, my God.
This is your battle order. We'll attack the alien cruisers at Alpha Romeo Tango 1-8.
Rick, we've been monitoring your conversation and we're with you
Oh,
all
my
the way.
God.
That's right, Skull Leader. We're with you.
Guys, be careful. These are capital ships.
Move out.
I mean, no room for error here, boys. God, I'm scared. I got, like, chills. Yeah, light them up, Rick. No, they're going to come at you full force.
They're at their limit.
Now these Micronians will be mine.
Sir, we have a problem. Barrier generators 4 and 7 are losing power due to
Can you go back to pinpoint?
Sir, we have an overload situation in the outer
Number
field
7
circuits.
converter has exceeded. Skull Leader, keep your comm line.
All the crosstalk.
Sir, the enemy is continuing their attack, maintaining course and speed.
Oh,
Just
great
into the red
episode.
zone.
The reflection in her glasses is so cool.
The barrier system is overloading. Evacuate the area immediately. Everybody out.
Oh my God, they're losing like the core.
Ah! It's reaching critical mass.
Oh God.
You explode now.
Skull Squadron, emergency!
Oh my God.
The barrier system is about to chain react. You've got to get away from here quick.
Skull Squadron, clear out now.
Go guys. Oh Jesus, guys. Who's still running? Transform. Oh my God, it's destroying the entire city. Oh my God.
Ben, hit your afterburner now. Do you copy?
Ben. What is going on in this show?
Areas comprised damage reports at control room. The entire
Oh, man.
Captain. Also, the Earth's surface has been leveled over a radius of 25 miles.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ben was my guy.
Lisa, tell Captain Glover we lost Ben Dixon.
Rick, I'm so sorry.
Oh, my God, man.
Rick, the people on this ship are grateful. But they'll never really comprehend all that you've gone through for them.
Unreal. This show. Wow, did it kick it into overdrive.
Oh, come on, Kyle. Give us some kind of a statement. You're her closest friend, cousin, and co-star in her last movie.
Okay, listen, everyone. I want to make a statement concerning the war.
Dude, sorry, everybody. I was not expecting that. I should have been, I guess.
Now your responsibility.
That Micronian's talking about stopping the war, huh?
Is it Braun, Rico, and Conda, right?
You've probably heard that I was in the hospital. Well, it's true, but I don't want you to worry about me. It was just overwork, and now I'm catching up on some much-needed rest.
Min-Mei, come on, he lost one of his best friends. 2 of them.
You don't have to bring anything, just...
I love it. Ah, Rick, come on, buddy.
Next episode.
Wow, guys. Woo. All right, friends, we just got done watching Robotech, episode 19, Bursting Point, and the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, friends, we just got done watching Robotech, episode 19, Bursting Point. Whew. I tell you what, this show is quickly becoming the one that I apparently cry the most. Holy shit, my friends. Okay, I should have been... I am on pins and needles going forward. I had somehow gotten in my mind that Roy's death was a narrative device and not indicative of future events, yada, yada, yada. Roy, episode 18. Ben, episode 19. Unreal. Not to mention that Bursting Point is a really good episode. Like a really, absolutely the 2 best episode pairings yet. I would still say in my mind, Bye Bye Mars was really good, and it's probably a little bit better than Bursting Point, but it's like 18 and 19 are 2 of the top 3. How's that sound? In my mind. You know, just to kind of bring everybody up to speed, the reason why Ben's death got me so bad was, well, I mean, for numerous reasons, but when I was a little kid and I never got to watch Robotech, I never got to experience all of this, thus why I'm doing it now, but my older friends, they played Robotech. They had the models. We didn't even have like toys. We just, at the day, would go to but the models converted, so they were really cool. And of course we used Jetfires too. You know, the Transformer Jetfire looks identical to Skull One, so we used those as well. But I was always, even though I had no context for who I was being assigned, I was always told, because I was the youngest kid, they're like, you can be Ben Dixon. And I thought, oh, awesome, you know, a named guy, right? And, you know, of course, there was Max Sterling's and Roy's and Rick's and all this stuff. And then a couple of other friends made up characters to play, I think, unless there are characters coming up that I don't know about. And they never really told me they were real characters. I don't know. But I was always Ben. And I always flew my, you know, white and brown or tan and brown, you know, Veritech. And I had no clue that Ben didn't make it. I thought Ben, when I'm watching this, you know, the first 17 episodes, if someone said to me, what is the role of Ben Dixon? I would say confidant and comic relief. That's his, you know, his job. He's not like the best friend of anybody. And he just says goofy stuff every now and again. And he's kind of like the big oafish guy who's always hungry. And, you know, for some reason they called him like heavy and he's not, and I don't know, but I always like, and that just hits me now. So that big steak he had, he never will finish it. Oh, wow. Okay, everyone. So the creatives in charge here certainly have been setting things up, because there's deciding to kill Roy Fokker is one thing. Deciding to kill Ben Dixon is decidedly different. And to do them in such close proximity is by absolute design. This isn't by happenstance or on the fly writing or anything like that in my mind, because this is a powerful moment. 18 and 19, for me, completely redefined Robotech. Completely. I've had one view of Robotech through episode 17, and I have a completely different view of Robotech from episode 18 and presumably forward. We have seen profound I mean, almost night and day, completely separate. Rick is an entirely different character since his injury. Entirely different. I don't want to say he's somber, but he is, you know, and he has reason to be. Loss of Roy, loss of Ben. But even before that, he was acting more mature in his interactions with Lisa and Minmay. You know, he sounded older. He sounded wiser. He sounded less impulsive and less Dicky. He sounded like less of an asshole. And now in this episode, for me, this was Rick's shining moment. He had not accepted the death of Roy, but he had kind of utilized the death of Roy. He had taken on the mantle. He had taken Skull One. You know, he accepted the weight of Roy's death, both as a personal loss of a friend and a brother, you know, as a brother mentor, but also not just that, he accepted it as a profession. You know, it's almost like he was given promoted. You know, you're taking Roy's spot in not only just, you know, figuratively, but literally. You're going to be the same, like lieutenant commander. You're going to be blah, blah, blah. And it's like, Rick didn't hedge against that. He didn't drag his feet. He accepted. In fact, he requested to be able to fly Skull One. Amazing stuff. Rick absolutely rocketed from where he was to where he is now in my mind. He was nowhere near, I'll be very honest, he was nowhere near the top 3 of my characters, my favorite characters. He is in the top 3 now. And he is absolutely, he's headed in such a great direction. I hate that this tragedy kind of had to promote that. But my God, if we needed a Rick Hunter that we can all get behind, by God, if the death of Roy and the death of Ben lead us to this great leader maybe in Rick, or this great, you know, hero in Rick, this more mature hero in Rick, I don't want to say anything like that is worth it, but it begins to balance a bit. You know, if that tragedy had to create this victory in Rick, overall for the SDF-1, for the show, for the Earth, for whatever, I mean, it might have been a push. It might have been a push, everybody. I don't know. Absolutely. Okay. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. Through the first 17 episodes, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I'm liking Robotech. It's pretty neat. A couple good episodes. Bye Bye Mars, blah, blah, blah. I didn't see it. I didn't see what the big fucking deal was about. I'm like, Robotech's good. Is it great? Is it better than Thundercats or something? You know, I'm like, man, you know, it's definitely up there. It's a great 80s cartoon. Sure. I'm glad I'm watching it. Now, after 18 and 19, I get it. I get it. I understand. Wow. What an amazing boy. You know, it's like, it reminds me of the duel between, the Dread Pirate Roberts and Indigo. You know, where halfway through the duel, he said, but I am not left-handed, you know, neither am I. So it's like Robotech went, okay, I'm not left-handed. Here's my real prowess. You know, hold my beer. Allow me to grab your heart and your mind and take it with me on a ride. I'm going to go. I'm going to go on that ride willingly. What an amazing story, my friends. Thank you for being here for it. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy-ding-ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Saturday Morning React-TOONS or any of our sci-fi offerings. And of course, if you'd like any of those things early or in their full-length format, the link to the Patreon's in the description. All that is then, my friends, and this is now. But where should we say goodbye from, my friends? I think the only place to say goodbye from is where we saw Rick talk to Lisa at the top of the episode, overlooking the city. You know, he was being very introspective. I think we stand there in a moment of silence for the fallen, all the nameless Veritech pilots that have fallen, all the crew, all the civilians. They said we're down to 56,000 out of 70, if that's to be believed. And of course to Roy, and of course to Ben. As we salute the fallen, we remember their contributions, and we hope to a resolution of this conflict, whether through peace, as Kyle would suggest, or victory. Until next time, my friends, when we watch this wonderful show, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.